I already have a video on the balance changes to the already existing cards, so if you haven't watched that yet and you want to know more about the balance changes as well as my thoughts on them and how they'll affect the meta, then I'll have a link to that video in the description. Alright, so if you've already logged in, then I'm sure you noticed that you're a lower rank than normal. I personally went from Masters to Diamond and lost about 1,600 total trophies, so around 400 from each faction. I'm not too worried as I can probably make it back fairly quickly. This is a standard thing to do in games like this with a ranking system that's similar to this one, so don't worry too much about it. Although I am a little surprised that the Tower of Honor rewards haven't reset along with the new season. Normally this sort of thing is the main source of rewards for games similar to this. So we'll see how they handle rewards in Season 2 to try to make them match the rewards we got in Season 1. So, if you are below 1,300 trophies for any given faction, which currently only a few people aren't, then the amount of trophies you will lose when you lose a game will be decreased. By how much, who knows, but it'll be much easier for you to get into Masters in Season 2. This trophy loss reduction is supposed to be implemented tomorrow, so it's not in effect yet, but I don't think that's any reason to put off playing. Also, Legend rank, which is the rank above Masters, moved from 1,800 trophies to 1,600 trophies. Previously, there was only a few people who were able to get into Masters, and now I think it'll be roughly in the dozens. So I think this is a fairly good change. To accommodate this, the trophy difference between the sub-ranks of Masters is only 16 trophies now instead of 100. So to go from Master 4 to Master 3, you only need to gain 60 trophies. The sub-ranks don't really matter anyways, so you can really forget about this little tidbit of information if you want. But my favorite change is that you will be matched with players closer to your own trophies. So no longer will you be matched with people that have 300 less trophies than you, and then if you lose, you'll lose 60 trophies, and on a win, only get 6. Let me tell you, once you hit 1,400 trophies, if your win rate is at 90%, you will barely break even, and you won't be able to climb. This was exhausting and frustrating as a player. I don't know what the new trophy range is for matchmaking, but I'm going to hope for 150. 200 would be acceptable. This does mean there will be longer matchmaking times, especially for higher ranked players, but I think this is an acceptable trade-off as climbing will be much more tolerable at higher ranks now. So 3 new languages were added as well, Russian, German, and French. So if you speak one of those and have fun. Also, remember when I told you not to crush your cards? Well, the reason why is here. I didn't necessarily know that this was going to happen specifically, but generally cards that are useless will become useful in some way or another in the future. So dusting them for that paltry amount of dust seems like a very poor trade-off to me. There are 8 new achievements for leveling up cards to level 6, which will give you an icon for that card. These include the cards Catapod, Riphorn, Turtlon, Goliath, Nicola, Helena, Hilda, and Cleric, which I already accepted the reward here, so you will not see it. All of the achievements have the same name. Eden is here. There doesn't seem to be any more after these 8 achievements if you complete them all, but the patch notes did say icons and other rewards, so I'm expecting different rewards from icons in the future. But that doesn't really matter since, in my opinion, the greatest rewards are icons and emotes. If you play a lot of Empire, I'm sure you will have noticed a couple of changes that were not announced. That's right, art updates. 2 new cards got updated art. First is Lancers. They changed her art to make it a bit more obvious that she's a girl and not just wearing a hood. I personally really like this new art, so I welcome this change. The second is Mumford. Dear Lord, does he look terrifying. Look at those soulless eyes. I personally like the old art more, but I think this new art's a better reflection of Mumford and how he mercilessly destroys his enemies on the battlefield. Alright, I'm going to move on to what you guys are really waiting for, the new cards. All of the 5 new cards are units, and they're all within the Eden factions. Starting with the Beast faction, we'll start with Phoenixite. Phoenixite is a 4-cost epic card that spawns 2 tanky melee units that deal a lot of single target damage. For reference, each Phoenixite has an HP pool similar to Snowy Owl Fighter, which is a pretty beefy boy, and there are 2 Phoenixites for 4 cost. So that's double the overall health pool for Snowy Owl Fighter. They also deal a ton of damage. It doesn't have any special effects, but its stats seem kind of insane to me, so I definitely think this card will be used, as it can deal swarms with their fast attack speeds and deal so much single target damage that it can help melt tanks fairly easily. Next is Spiky Boar, which I already got through the season end rewards through the shiny star that it gave me. So Spike Boar is a very inspired name, as you can see. Spike Boar is a 2-cost rare card that spawns 2 melee units that are quite slow, but they reduce the enemy attack speed by 30% for 1 second when they hit them. Essentially, this is a lower cost version of Twisted Vines from the Alien faction. I can't really see any differences other than the 1 lower cost and the 1 less unit, and of course the fact that Spike Boar is much, much cuter. I'm honestly not so sure if Spike Boar will be used too much. It seems like a decent cheap frontline option, but Beast has a ton of very fast units that will get ahead of it very easily. Although the on-hit effect is quite strong, maybe 1 or 2 will be used in a deck as a defensive option against like single target units that are popping up against the Guardian, but I don't think it'll be used too much personally. The Empire also gained 2 new cards, starting with Holy Guardian. Holy Guardian is a 5-cost epic melee unit who I love the aesthetic of. Look at that. Punk Rapunzel with a giant hammer, I absolutely love it. Holy Guardian has a decent amount of HP and a disgusting amount of single target damage. Its base damage is almost 400, which the only other unit that I can find that's even near that is Punch Tank. The difference is Holy Guardian attacks twice as fast as Punch Tank, which means the Holy Guardian has the highest single target DPS in the game currently. She also has a sensibility that heals her just about 600 HP at base when you play a unit, which is also currently the biggest sense heal in the game. I don't know about you, but this looks like an amazing frontline unit to me, and I definitely think she'll be used by everyone that has her. And boy, do I hope I get her soon. Alright, next up is Greenwood Archer. Greenwood Archer is a single ranged unit that moves as fast as Faceless Saint, so fairly slowly, and has a lot of single target damage. They have a sense that whenever you play a unit card, they gain a permanent 25% attack speed. I'm not sure if she's going to replace Brute Axes or not, but I definitely think she'll be a great unit. I personally will likely be trying to find a way to fit the maximum amount of both her and Holy Guardian into my Empire deck. Alright, so Eden got a new card, a new Eden neutral for both Beast and Empire. Doomwalker. Doomwalker is a 4-cost melee rare card, or unit, I should say, that's pretty tanky and deals a lot of single target damage. When you summon Doomwalker, if there are at least 3 nearby allies, then 3 of the nearby allies will be sacrificed to summon an additional Doomwalker. This means you can play Fugitives for 1 soul, and then play a Doomwalker to get 2 Doomwalkers for 5 soul, which is holy hell efficient. Another great combo with this would be Igloom, as I'm sure the Penguin Soldiers will count. I have no clue how this ability will work if there are more than 3 allies nearby. It does say it will only sacrifice 3, but I don't know how it'll choose the 3, and in the past, the English translations for some abilities haven't always been the most clear, but I think overall this ability will be very good. And either way, as long as you're careful with it, Doomwalker has really good stats, and if you can get 2 of them for 5 or 6 soul, that seems like a bargain to me. Overall, it seems like the Empire is benefiting a lot more from the new cards than the Beast faction is, but the results remain to be seen. Everyone aside from HKU will have these cards underleveled for a while, since they'll have to catch these cards up to the cards that you've already been leveling, so they may seem weak at first, but I think most of them have great potential to influence the meta. So that's all I have to say about cards, so I'm going to move on to the new cash shop options. If you don't care about what these contain, this is essentially the end of the video, as I only have the cash shop items and my normal outro stuff to talk about. So feel free to stop watching here if you don't care about these. If you have any bit of curiosity about the new packs, however, then without further ado, the 2 new packs are Eden focused, and you cannot purchase them until you unlock the Empire 1700 trophies. Also, for some reason, the Alliance Guild gift reset. I had already bought the first one. Personally, I don't think they're worth it unless you bought everything else and you still want to buy money on put money into the game. But back onto the new packs. The 2 new packs are Eden focused. You can't purchase them until you unlock Empire at 1700 trophies, and the first pack is $24 and comes with 3,000 soul stones and 5,000 coins and a guaranteed epic card, which will either be a Phoenixite or Holy Guardian, and with my luck I'm going to get Phoenixite 3 times. You can purchase it for a total of 3 times. I'm not sure if the price or contents will change after the first and second purchase, but we'll find out. The second pack is $5 and comes with 100 soul stones and 2 Eden power packs. I looked at the rates by hitting this little question mark right here. And it seems like you can get every single Eden card through these packs. Once again, you can purchase it for 3 times total, and I'm not sure if the price or contents will change after the first and second purchase. So let's find out. Oh Lord, does this take forever. Alright. I'm pretty sure it did say you just get 1 card. It is a little weird. Of course, Phoenixite. But let's see, 3,000 soul stones is the equivalent of which of these? I guess it would be equivalent of about $22, $23. So, it's more efficient to get this than just buying soul stones. Thankfully, the purchase screen doesn't really show any. Yep, here we go. Second Phoenixite. All right, time for the third, huh? The Soulstone or the purchase page for Android doesn't really give away anything, and I don't have to type in a password or anything because they got biometric confirmations now, which I think is pretty cool. All right, ready for that third Phoenixite. Oh, thank the Lord. Alright, so I have Holy Guardian now. I'm definitely going to be using them in future videos soon, probably on my main account. Alright, let's see what exactly these Eden Power Packs have to offer. The rates looked pretty good. I think if you buy all 3 of these, there's still only like there's like a 50% chance to get a legendary, I think. That might be better. It's like 1% for every legendary, or a little bit less than. Okay, I didn't get anything of note. I don't think I got really anything I used aside from like Weeds and Wormlings. Oh, that was both of them. Okay, so yeah, so both these, it looks like the contents don't change. It's just the same pack 3 times. Let's see. Alright, still not a legendary. Looks like I will not be getting the, what's it called? Doomwalkers. So I will not be able to show those off. But where there's a will, there's a way. I still have... Oh, they gave 10,000 soul stones, not 1,000. Oh, I'm going to buy so many packs with the soul stones. I'll probably get it. So you guys will be able to see it in future videos fairly soon. Oh, another Holy Guardian. For those of you that don't know, they recently handed out some season end rewards. I got a shiny star times 3, 10,000 coins. Oh no, okay, I got 900 soul stones. Oh, that's right, I just bought a bunch of packs that gave me soul stones. That's why I have so many. So yeah, so I got all that, and now I'll be able to buy 6 or 7. I'll be able to buy 6. No, I'll be able to buy 5 shiny star times 5s. Hopefully that will give me the Doomwalker. I think that's the only one I'm missing. Oh no, I don't have Greenwood Archers either. So I need Greenwood Archers and Doomwalker. If you've been following me or talked to me on Discord, you'll know I have terrible luck with rares. It took me forever to get the Storm Seller. This was the last card I got. I had all the legendaries before I got Storm Seller. So I hope I get them fairly quickly. So that way I'll be able to show you them in future videos. Alright, so that's everything I could remember to talk about regarding the new update. I'm personally super excited about everything that's happening, and apart from there being no change to the Tower of Honor, I think everything about Season 2 so far has been amazing. I hope you guys are as excited as me to start experiencing the new content and climbing the ranks in the new season. Please let me know what you thought of this video and if there's anything you'd like to see in the future. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell looking icon to be notified of similar future videos. I hope you enjoyed, and best of luck climbing.